Hello beautiful people, welcome to the long-awaited video tutorial of my baby blanket pattern. My rainbow version of this blanket went viral last year and a lot of people asked for the pattern, so this time I'm going to be doing it in a blue gradient. What you'll need is yarn, a matching hook size, scissors, and a tapestry needle. So let's get started. I'm going to start out with my darkest color, and I'm going to take the end out and make a chain. You can make a chain as long as you want, but for this blanket I'm going to be making a chain of 150, and I'm just going to make a slip knot there, insert my hook, and start chaining. Now I have my chain of 150 and I'm going to start the first row. So I'm going to add 2 more chains and double crochet into the third chain. So to double crochet, you yarn over, insert the hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we are going to go and double crochet into the next stitch, and we are going to do this all the way down 150 times until we were at the end. Here we are at the end after we've done an entire row of double crochets. So it should look like this. Now we are going to start on the next row. So we are going to chain 1, 2, and then we're going to flip our work. And then we are going to double crochet into the same stitch as our chain. Then after the double crochet, we are going to add 1 chain, then we're going to skip the next stitch and go into that third stitch with a double crochet. Then at the end of this double crochet, we're going to chain 1 again and do the same thing. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 the whole way down, and it's going to give us those little spaces. So now that we're at the end, we're at our last chain 1 double crochet, and it will give us 1 stitch left, and we're just going to go ahead and double crochet into that stitch. Every time we start a row, we will double crochet into the same stitch, and whenever we finish a row, we will double crochet into the last stitch. So now we are going to change colors, and this is the way that I change colors. So we're not going to finish our last double crochet. We're going to leave 2 loops on the hook, and we're going to just go ahead and wrap the new yarn and finish the double crochet with the new color. Then we're going to hold it tight as we can, but we can tighten it later, and chain 2, flip our work, and double crochet into that first stitch, the same stitch. And then we are going to do the entire row of double crochets. You can either double crochet into the chain space itself, or you can double crochet into the stitch, which is what I like to do. It can get a little tricky sometimes, so if you're newer to crochet, I would recommend double crocheting into the chain space. But we're just going to do a whole line of double crochets all the way down, so it would look like this. And then we're going to start our second row just like we did the last time. Chain 2, flip your work, double crochet into that first space. After you finish the double crochet, add a chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1 all the way until you reach the end. A little tip if you are choosing not to chain into the space but into the stitch itself, have your chain 1 be a little bit looser, and it will be easier to get that stitch in when you go to crochet the row of all double crochets. And so now we're at the end, we're at that last stitch, and we're just going to add that last double crochet. And now we're going to change colors again, leaving 2 loops on the hook, adding our third color, pulling it through to complete the stitch, and then chain 2 in our third row of full double crochets. And we're going to continue this pattern, row of double crochets and row of double crochet, chain 1, all the way down with each color, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. And now I will be adding my last color, which is white, and then we will be done with the first section. And now that I've completed the first section, I'm going to go ahead and repeat it as many times as I want. I personally repeated it 7 times and it made the perfect baby blanket size. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe. And in the description of this video, I will leave a link to the tutorial on how to do the shell edging on this blanket. Thanks, and see you next time.